How's it going, guys? This is Eric Notowski with Divine Fire Studios. Welcome to my review of Captain Marvel. I went to an early screening last night with my friend Mike Miller, and let's talk about it. First off, for those of you who don't know me, I'm an artist. I work in comics. I love comics, read comics. Not too familiar with Captain Marvel as far as her, comic books go. So can't speak too much to that, but I'm just going to give you the lowdown on the movie. So, me and my friend Mike Miller went last night. Our friend Paul had some tickets that he gave to us. He failed to show up, frickin' Paul. And so we waited there in line. I got there at 5. It started at 7, so we were in line for 2 hours. They started letting people in, and we couldn't get in because frickin' Paul didn't have any tickets. He never showed up. But luckily, not enough people came to even fill up the theater. So we got in. I showed them the picture I had on my phone, and they let us into the theater. um, at 5 o'clock, we were the 25th person in line, and then slowly people started trickling in. So there might have been 40 when they started letting everyone in there. But yeah, it was not a packed theater, and you would expect a big crowd for a Marvel movie. I mean, if you've ever done an early screening, you have to get there early. You have to get in line. There might be people camped out, and they've got their lawn chair, and they've got drinks, and they've got a cooler because they're going to be there all day. They want to get to be in the theater, and usually it's first come first serve. And so if you're at the back of the line, you don't even get in. Well, in this movie, I mean, I was the 25th, 26th person in line at 5 o'clock, and that's only 2 hours beforehand. So everybody started showing up, right around 7, but still we got in, no problem. So there's that part. But freaking Paul, we had a hashtag. We're gonna hashtag it, freaking Paul. But yeah. So anyway, not doing that again, Paul. Sorry. But anyway, um, and let me just say at the outset, I wanted this movie to. I went in with, I was trying. I didn't want to be that guy that's just like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I wanted to give it a chance, so I did my best to give it a chance. I had little biases going in. I was like, if Brie Larson surprises me, I'll be surprised. I'll tell it like it is. Unfortunately, that is not what happened, and I can't do that. But after watching the movie, me and Mike had the same response, and that was any other actress other than Brie Larson could have made this movie better. But unfortunately, Brie Larson had no personality, no charisma, no acting ability that made you want to invest in this character, made you want to like this character. And so the whole movie, you're just kind of like, what is this? Like, who is she? Everyone else was fine. Samuel L. Jackson, Jude Law, Ben Mendelsohn, no problems. But just Brie Larson, there, you could not get into her character. She was not believable. And so when you get to that part where it's like the hero is coming into their own, the hero is becoming the hero. They're choosing to take on the mantle. Um, oh, my wife is calling me. All right, I'm gonna have to decline it. Thank you, buddy. um, yeah, I'll get back to her. This won't take long. This won't take long. But my video is gonna get like copyright flagged because of fame. Anyway, so where was I? So in if you've seen Aquaman, every movie has it with the hero, but Aquaman, there's that pivotal moment when he chooses to be Aquaman, to become the king, and be who he is. It's like everything builds up to that, and everything leads to that. So when that point comes, you're like, yeah, you're getting pumped up. You can feel it. Well, this movie had that point in that moment, but it fell flat because you weren't invested in the character, you didn't believe in the character, and it so you have this build up, and it's like there's the moment, and it's just like, okay, okay. it was just it could have been so much better. You put any actress in there with an inkling of acting ability, and it would have been better. But unfortunately, you know, Brie Larson didn't have it. And again, I wanted it to succeed. I wanted it to be okay. I wanted it to be good. And if it was, I would tell you. But honestly, it was just like, nope, could not get into her character. The rest of the movie was was good, and we'll talk about some of those things. Annette Bening was in the movie, and Annette Bening, Brie Larson's acting beside Annette Bening made Annette Bening look like an awesome actress. But unfortunately, sorry, Annette Bening, I don't think you can act very well. And but Brie Larson made you look great, so that was good for you. Um, but yeah, so that was a weird casting call for her. Um, but so let's get into some of the little specifics other than Brie Larson. But again, sum it all up. If you had another actress in there, it could have been a perfect, decent Marvel movie. But she killed it. Sorry. Okay, so let me break down the movie a little bit. Again, I'm not doing spoilers. I know Mike did a really in-depth review, and he's got spoilers in there, so I won't do that. But so the beginning of the movie, it starts off. It felt very rushed. The filming, everything just seemed very rushed, and it kind of came across like a TV show type film. For some reason, I don't know why, but it just felt more like a TV show, kind of like Battlestar Galactica kind of TV show, than a normal Marvel movie that we're used to. And they cleaned it up a little bit. It started picking up. I'd say towards the second and third act were much better than the beginning. Samuel L. Jackson was Samuel L. Jackson. He's fun to watch. He's great. He's comedic. Had a great time watching him. However, the Nick Fury that we got in this movie was not anything like the Nick Fury that we've seen in past Marvel movies. And now, granted, it is an early. What's up, buddy?
This. I want to try to play this game, but it like won't let me.
Shadow Fight 3. Oh, there it goes. You got to wait for that bar to get all the way over there. It's a big game, lots of megabytes trying to get in there, and I'm streaming. So anyway, now you could say, oh well, it's Nick Fury from the 90s. It's not Nick Fury from present day. But he came across more like a beat cop than a shield agent. Like the vibe wasn't there that he's like this spy, like kick butt, like you know, kind of guy. It was more like, oh, he's just came across more like just a cop kind of deal. And so it, you know, if you're looking for the Nick Fury, like gonna kick some butt and be cool, it's not quite there. I would have liked it to be. I was looking forward to Samuel Jackson's character being, developed more and getting more look at Nick Fury from the beginning. So it doesn't quite come across that way. So that was a little downer. What else? Jude Law, great, no problems there. All the other actors, great job. I wouldn't say it felt like all the other Marvel movies. The quality was there. I had issues with the storytelling, like the writing. She pops a hole in a spaceship with her photon blast, and then the next thing you know, the whole ship is going down. Like literally, the whole ship is destroyed. Now, if you pop a hole in a spaceship, yeah, it's going to do some damage. But I mean, you close off some chambers, and I'd assume you're good. But and then they show like 3 people in escape pods, and like people are escaping, but you only see like 3 of them, and then the whole ship goes down. So there's weird things like that where it was just not the writing was not there. There's other things I know Mike is gonna hit on more. So yeah, so weird things like that. The action was decent. The fighting, there was some issues with the fighting. Again, yeah. So there's this fight scene towards the end and they put on some music. They put on No Doubt music, and there's this fight scene, and again, it was just flat. And this isn't Brie Larson's fault. This is just like bad choreography, maybe. Like just you could not get into it. It was like this isn't typical action. This is not like Captain America, like Captain America Winter Soldier. All the Captain America movies, you watch the fighting and it's like just rad. You're just mesmerized. You're like glued to the screen. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. This was not like that. So you had a lot of scenes like that where it's like, this is not typical Marvel stuff right here. What else? Yeah, I keep thinking about Brie Larson. You look at Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. You're just glued to the screen. You like her. She's got charisma, and you like her as a person. You like her, and you can look at her, and you're just like, yeah, you get into the movie. She's believable. And then you have Brie Larson, who it's like, she's not that pretty. She's not ugly. She's not that pretty in it, but there's no charm to her. And when she's smiling, it's like, huh, huh. The attitude. She came across like a high school chick with an attitude, and it was just like not believable at all. So that killed the whole movie for me. Uh, what else? There's other scenes. There's other things I wanted to discuss. And I don't have my chat open, so if you're trying to chat at me, I apologize. I can't read your comments. But yeah. So overall, if I was going to give it a rating, I'd go with a C, and maybe I couldn't do a 3. I couldn't. No, 2.5 out of 5. Like seriously. She your star actress, she needs to carry the movie. You need to choose somebody, cast someone that's gonna carry this film. She couldn't do it. She did not do it for me. And it was like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you can't get in the movie with the lead character, then it's not it's not a good movie. So, what else? There was the cat. Yes, the cat was cool. You got into the cat probably more than you did Brie Larson. Yeah, it was the cat was fun. What were some good things? What were some good things? Hmm, good things. Were there any good things? It was fun seeing Jude Law. I dug his character. Ben Mendelsohn was good. Oh, we could talk about the Skrulls. You have the Kree and the Skrulls. Oh yeah, I can't talk about them because that might spoil it. But not typical Skrulls. Not what I was thinking with them. Kind of weird. They all had masks and stuff, and kind of weird looking, but kind of almost on not believable, almost on like TV show quality, in my opinion. Other than that, the Brie Larson's outfit, the costume design was great. Andy Park did that. Ryan Mandering, great job on that stuff. So, what else? I mean, yeah, it's a bummer because I wanted to sit here. I wanted to be like proved wrong. I want to be like, she was good. She did a great job. I was wrong. Had the wrong attitude going in. I didn't have the wrong attitude going in. I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be like proved wrong, really, and she didn't do it. And yeah, so that's a bummer. I wanted to be that guy that could be like, "You guys are all wrong. You said it was gonna be horrible, and it's great," but can't do it. Like Solo. I went to see Solo, and I thought that was great. I was like, everybody's saying it's horrible, it's bad, and that was great. I liked it. Nice. He got the Bedrock home. Awesome, bud. Good job. That's my boy Cole playing on my phone while I do my stream. What else? What else can I tell you? I don't want to tell you too much. If you want to see it, great. You don't have to see this film. You already know Captain Marvel is here. She's going to be in Endgame and Infinity War, but this film does absolutely nothing for Captain Marvel. Really, seriously. I mean, it does nothing for her. It's like it's an origin story that you can't really get into. You can't fall in love with the character, and so just wait for it to appear in Endgame and try and be mesmerized. But uh man, let me think if there's anything else I wanted to point out at you. Um, Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Everyone else, no problems with the acting, nothing. Some sloppy writing at times. Um, I guess that's it. Hmm, I had it all in my mind, and so I think I got everything out. Waited in line for 2 hours to see this movie. Wanted to be entertained. Was it entertaining? Um, Again, it all comes down to the lead actress or the lead actor, whoever you cast. Now, okay, despite someone's political views, which I don't agree with Brie Larson's political views, I don't like her attitude, in real life. But that said, I mean, Matt Damon, he's a flaming liberal kind of guy politically, and I love the Bourne movies. I could watch them over and over and over. So someone's, personal views doesn't always affect my view of the movies they're in. You know, some movies I might not see because I'm like, okay, well that movie has obvious political overtones and stuff, so I'll just stay away from that. However, this is a Marvel movie, and so Brie Larson's political views and stuff that won't bother me. I want to be entertained when I go see a movie, and so give me something, give me something to get excited about. I want to like this movie, but I just can't. Brie Larson did not bring it home. She did not. She was kind of like a cardboard cutout, like what? Like attitude, and always monotone. Like there's a plane crash. She gets out of the plane and her voice inflection does not change whatsoever. It's like, oh hey, can I help you? Yeah, let me get that for you. Let me like if you just got out of a plane crash and like there should be some kind of difference in your voice, and there was absolutely nothing with Brie Larson. So that just gives you an idea of of the whole movie. Just flat. That was the whole movie. It was Brie Larson. Mm, mm, Flat. Like no personality. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news for you guys, but you guys probably knew that was coming. However, see it if you want to, but you really don't have to. It was not all that in a bag of chips. Um, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. Not gonna do any spoilers. Just wanted to tell you, I saw it early. Save yourself the trouble. Me and Mike slaved in line for 2 hours, braved the cold weather for you, so you don't have to do it. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I got my little man's first baseball game today. Hopefully, it doesn't get rained out. So that should be fun. And if you have not already, please check out my Indiegogo campaign live now on Indiegogo. There's about 40 days left. We're almost at 50% funding, but it's Inktober 2018. It is 31 illustrations from Inktober, which is a drawing challenge for artists where you're drawing something every day and posting it on social media and stuff. So I did that with 90s characters. That was what I chose to do. And so there's Image comic characters, a bunch of Image. There's DC and Marvel. There's Weapon X, Omega Red, characters like that. And then you get a sneak peek at 10 of my own characters from Shadow Sentry, of my own design, my own creation. And the Shadow Sentry is a comic I plan to launch later this year. Yeah, as long as everything goes well and there's no setbacks and stuff like that, I'm going to launch that later this year. This is like a sneak peek. And then also I just posted a full color promo piece from the Shadow Sentry that I'm really excited about. So please go check it out. It's Inktober 2018. Just search it on Indiegogo. You can also go to my Facebook page, Shadow Century Comic. And I'm also on there, Eric Militowski Art, if you like to check out art stuff. But yeah, I would love it if you would check it out. So I had a good time with Mike, spending some time with Mike. That was probably the highlight. Oh, the highlight of the film, okay, was the beginning. And this isn't really a spoiler. Maybe. But still, the highlight was the nod and the little homage to Stan Lee in the beginning. So in every Marvel movie, you have the Marvel thing kind of like flipping through, and you see all the characters, and there's Hawkeye and Hulk and blah, 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 and from all the previous movies. And then it turns up, and then you see it's Marvel Studios. Well, they did that, but with all of Stan Lee's cameos from every movie he's done. And then they showed Stan Lee. All right, but I got to go. My wife is calling me back. Thank you guys. Peace out. Thanks for hanging in.